Haha! Alpha 9. I'm excited. I don't know if you can tell, but I am excited. Let's get right into it. We're going to go ahead and make our world and pick our colonists, and then once we get into the game, I will go over some patch notes as I'm doing things. That way you guys don't have to just stare at the screen while I'm talking about stuff for about 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Create world. We're going to use the seed Booze Fest, because this is the Tales of Drinking patch. It added alcohol. So that's going to be our world seed. We're going to generate you. Colonists is our world. And I had a few thoughts for this. So last time we had the desert, and we pretty much grew stuff year round. We had a lot of rocks around us, so it was really easy to go get our own steel and gold and silver for trading. And it was really nice, but I wanted a little more of a challenge in the resource area. So the enemies, they did present a little bit of a challenge. I say that after, I'm not going to spoil anything in case no one's watched the last episode, but yeah. Damn those tribesmen. I'll just say that. Their numbers are many big. So yeah, the enemies can present a good challenge, but the food and getting all the steel and everything, that was pretty easy. So I want to make that a little bit harder. So I want to play somewhere up north where we have a set growing period. So maybe we'll have to set up some hydroponics or something like that. And then also play in an area where it wasn't as mountainous. And seeing this lake right here, I want to play somewhere along this lake. So that's what I'm thinking for this. So we're gonna create a new colony. I'm gonna play on Randy Random on challenge, so normal 100% difficulty. None of the attacks or events are scaled in any way. So we have our world, Colonists. Let's select that. And somewhere along this lake, I want to play in the Boreal Forest up here. And I would like to get somewhere with slate and limestone, because those are my two favorite stones to build with. So let's see, that one's got not slate. I'm just going to click a few and kind of see what I can get. Slate, limestone, and granite, that sounds pretty good. Average temperature is 30.9 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's a little chilly. And our growing period is only May to August, and it says Eastern Coast. I've never played against a body of water or against a coastline, so I'm not sure if maybe part of the map will actually have a coast on it or something like that. If it does, that would be great. I would love to build along the coast. And I'm also not sure how many rock formations we're going to have to mine from, because the other ones, they have the mountains and the hills, and they actually say what they have. This just says terrain flat. So I'm kind of assuming that we're not really going to have anything to mine from. Maybe just a random rock formation here or there, but I'm assuming it's going to be pretty barren as far as rocks go. Which it'll be nice, because we'll have to do some maybe crafting and trading to get our steel. Maybe we'll have to set up some sort of, I don't know, clothing industry, or maybe some beer industry, something like that. So we'll definitely see how that goes. I'm kind of excited. Get the new colony jitters. Let's do it. New patch. Lots of new stuff added. Super excited about it. So we're going to go here. So if you're playing with us, the seed is Booze Fest. This is our world. We're going to be playing up here in the Boreal Forest, up near this lake on the coast of it. And I'm going to leave all of the advanced stuff default size, default starting month. Yeah. Let's do it. So we're going to pick that site. Let's check out our colonists. We have a settler, undertaker, and commissar right off the bat. So let's see what we got going on here. Ayano Spencer, the female human colonist, 18 years old. This is one of the changes. She is biologically 18 years old, but her chronological age is 795 years, which means she's been in crypto sleep. As a child, she was frightened, so she got plus cooking and medicine, but she can't firefight. And as an adult, she was a settler, so she gets bonuses to construction, growing, and mining. So that's really nice. She's pretty good at medicine. She's really good at cooking and mining and all sorts of stuff. She likes a lot of stuff. She's a psycho. That's interesting. No empathy. The suffering of others doesn't bother her at all. She doesn't mind if others are butchered, left unburied, imprisoned, or sold to slavery unless it affects her. She also feels no mood boost from socializing. So I guess she's going to be our designated executioner. Yeah. It says she's incapable of scary, which is a little weird. Too smart, she learns quicker, but she has a higher break threshold, so we'll have to keep an eye on her. And a heat lover. So her minimum comfortable temperature is higher than everyone else's, which will affect the fact that we're in cold. So hopefully we'll be able to get some parkas and stuff soon to keep them warm. Next we have an Undertaker, and I can tell you right off the bat that I'm going to reroll him because he can't fight and we're just starting a brand new colony. I need fighters. A housemate with pretty crappy skills. I'm kind of gonna reroll you. What are you? You are a clerk. Sure. You know, you're decent. You're not super great at a lot of stuff, but you're pretty good at some stuff. So social and melee are your strengths. So you'll definitely be our warden and probably our researcher as well. And we'll give you a melee weapon, and we'll check out the new melee system. Personal shields were added, so it's going to make melee a little bit more viable. So we're going to do that. So Urki Seneca, the clerk, female, 57, 553 chronological years. That crypto sleep gets him every time. She's also a little bit older, so hopefully her health. Can I check her health? She's got some stab scars. It's okay. There are new systems in place for age to where old people will get age-related afflictions, I guess. Cataracts and bad back, stuff like that. But she seems okay. Let's check you out real quick. No injuries, so you're okay. And let's check out Scott, our commissar, Douglas Scott, male human colonist, age 47. He was only in crypto for a couple of years. He was a tunneler as a child and a military commissar as an adult. Incapable of intellectual and crafting. Neurotic. So he works quicker, higher break threshold though. And then lower break threshold. So that's interesting. They almost cancel each other out. And heat tolerant. So he likes warmer temperatures as well. What about you? Volatile. Wow. Everyone here is a little bit more on edge, it seems like. And trigger happy. So you're definitely going to get the melee weapon. I think I'm going to reroll the commissar. I kind of want a crafter so we can try out some of the new stuff. So let's kind of look for a crafter. And you were our cook, right? Okay, so we have our food stuff covered. So we could use more labor and some crafting. I know this is a little boring. I apologize for that. The miner could be good. We'll go with the miner. Cold tolerant, that'll help. Volatile, so keeping with the theme of people that go crazy. So you're at plus 15, you're at plus 15, and you're at plus 12. So we'll have to keep these guys happy. This is Bull Middleton, the male human colonist, age 55. Check out his health real quick. He's got a gunshot wound to his torso, but that shouldn't affect him too much. He was a slave as a child and a deep space miner as an adult. Incapable of nothing, which is nice. So he will be our more labor focused person, I should say. Ayano will be the food focused person, but also help with the labor. And Urki will just sort of do whatever Urki feels like. Yeah, wardening, helping with the cooking, and all of the labor and stuff as well. So I think these are going to be our colonists, our heroes for the Alpha 9 build, Season 1. Crash landing near a lake. Kind of excited. So I will see you guys on the planet. And welcome to the planet. I'm super excited. I see a lake in front of me. I'm also kind of scared because it looks like we're going to crash land in the lake and we might die immediately. This might be the shortest season ever. Yeah, so the three of you awake in your crypto sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Let's jump in, click OK. Please don't die immediately. That says deep water. I'm scared already. Okay, can all of you just come up here? Okay, so you can swim. That worried me a little bit. Alright, so we already have the tutor telling us that we need to do stuff. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's kind of survey our surroundings. Awesome. We are totally going to build along the coast over there. That's really cool that that's over there. I've never played against the body of water. So let's check it out. So we have some marshes. By some I mean a lot of marsh. Some water. And we have deep water on the coast. So we'll probably play, I want to say, in this area right here, because we'll be able to build down onto this section of sand. So we'll have our colony in this area, and then we will have our farmland in this area right here. And then that means we'll only be able to get attacked from 3 directions instead of 4, assuming they don't drop in on top of us. Do we have any pre-made structures containing any goodies? Doesn't look like it so far. Surprised there aren't any crypto sleep caskets anywhere on the map. It looks like we have some elk hanging out, and we do actually have a surprising amount of rocks for a flat land. Ooh, muffalos. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna be over here, and we do have a steam geyser over here as well. You know what? Instead of building on the sands, maybe I'll build in this area and then kind of make a wall over here. That way we can only get attacked from the beach and then this side. What am I saying? If we can walk across water, so can they. I'm expecting this to be like a natural barrier, but it's not going to be, is it? So yeah, we're gonna set up somewhere over here. I'll probably just build up here in the woods. Yeah. Maybe we'll expand towards the coast. I like that there's an actual coast in the game. I also want to know what this is. Plasteel. That's awesome. We have plasteel right off the bat with some steel next to it. That's amazing. That excites me. More plasteel. Wow, I've never seen this much plasteel in the wilds. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start building. Let's figure out what we're going to do. So we need to unforbid all of our stuff. All of our steel, wood, silver, medicine. Unforbid the food. All of the food, please. And then for weapons, we have a pistol, a survival rifle, and a knife. Let's check these out. And I believe this is one of the changes. The weapons don't have specific names anymore. They're just like generic names that say what kind of weapon they are. Weak but short range, okay. Survival rifle, ancient bolt action rifle, good range, good power, low rate of fire, and a knife. So who is going to be our melee person? I forgot already. Was it you? No. No. Yeah, it was you. We're gonna give you the knife. And who's best at shooting? Bull Middleton, the miner. You get that. And Ayano, our... Are you our settler? Yeah, you are a settler. You get the pistol. Settler. There we go. Speaking is hard. Alright, so let's set up some stockpiles quickly. There's some survival meals up here. That's interesting. We're going to get those as well. And I think we'll set up stockpiles over here. Actually, we'll mine out some of this rock. That's actually a wall. We might mine out this section and see what we have over here. It's currently 54 degrees outside, so that's not too bad. I can already see that we have a redesigned architect interface. Didn't even notice that. Let's go ahead and claim this stuff over here and mine out, I guess, that, and see what's over there. And we will set up a stockpile for the time being and call it this area right here. Oh nice, it tells us how large it is. That will be super helpful for the OCD. And you can have everything for now except for rotten stuff and corpses. I don't want any corpses in you. And that stuff will get moved out of the way. Looks like we'll have a nice supply of slate to build with. We'll have plast steel, and we will have compacted steel and lots of trees. So we will get that going. People will get moving stuff, or get to moving stuff rather. And we also want to grow some stuff. We will have our farms, I guess, kind of in this area. Can I build on that? Nope, I can't. Okay, so we will have our farms here. We'll do a 3x7, 3x9. We'll have rows of them. So we'll have one there, and so we'll put another one here. So one of the things that is new, like I said before, alcohol. So where are you? I can plant hop plants. So I'm gonna do that for this one, and we will use the hops to brew some beer. And potato plants. No, I want some corn, please. Corn and rice have been added. So we're going to grow corn and rice to check those out. And we will get some potatoes eventually. And we'll build some strawberries later on as well. But for now, corn, rice, and hops will be our 3 crops that will get planted. And let's check out our overview for stuff. Eric, I do want you to help with mining, and everyone do construction and repairing. You are the melee person, so I don't necessarily want you to hunt, but I'm not sure. What is controlling? Controls flick switches. That's interesting. You can help with plant cutting as well, and everyone should clean, and the clerk will research. Yes, this looks fine for now. I might eventually switch over to manual and do that. That way we can have like Ayano focus more on the cooking side of stuff, and then once that's done, mining and stuff will come after. But for now, we're going to leave it like this. And we don't really want you to cook because one of the other new changes, food poisoning. And the lower the cooking skill, the higher chance of food poisoning happening. So I'm going to unpause the game and let stuff happen just kind of on a slow speed. And I'm going to go over some patch notes while doing stuff. So hopefully I can multitask okay. So let's move some stuff around here so I can read the patch notes. Alright, RimWorld Alpha 9, Tales o' Drinking. Alcohol, drunkenness, binges, hangovers, multiple sculpture types with generated art based on historical events, personal shields for melee fighters, and dozens of smaller improvements. There will be a link in the description below to the patch notes, and there is also a video along with the patch notes that the creator of RimWorld, Tynan Sylvester, put up that goes over the changes. Why aren't you moving and doing things? You were drafted. That's totally my fault. Yeah. So let's get some stuff going. Let's go over some patch notes. So alcohol has been added. We've already seen that we can grow some hops. So now we can brew beer, drink beer, get inebriated thoughts and ability impacts. And binge mental break has been added. So previously, if someone goes on a mental break, they may go crazy and start fighting people. They may leave the colony, or they just may wander around the colony aimlessly. But this will make it so they will binge drink until they are ready to pass out. We have an interesting little room up here. And the drinking will actually impact them. So they'll be happy as they drink for a while. And then once they get their hangover and start vomiting and stuff, they'll get unhappy. So there's kind of a benefit to just drinking casually. Let's go ahead and just build this steel wall right here. And actually we're going to deconstruct this wall. And we'll use part of that frame to build up this section. But we'll build our first building over here. So let's do something like that. And then that will be our room. And we will deconstruct. Do I want to keep it evens? We'll do this one. Deconstruct that. Alright, patch notes. So yeah, alcohol. along with the mood bonuses and penalties from drinking. So the hangovers make them sad. Just drinking in general makes them a little happier. They get the buzz. The binge mental breaks where they just slam down beers. So keep an eye on that. You can't control them at all while they're doing that either. So that's another bad side effect of it. The tails system and also art has received a little bit of a change. There are now 3 sculpture types, small, large, and grand, and you can designate which one you want. And the tails system, the way that works is the game will now compile a list of your colony's history. So say we were to build an art table and someone made a sculpture right now. The tail on it would probably be like Middleton coming down in a pillar of fire in a drop pod, something like that. Because nothing's happened. All that's happened really is we've fallen down to the planet. But later on, you'll make sculptures and the description will be, say, Middleton rescuing Ayano in a hail of gunfire from enemy, saving her from enemy pirates or something like that. So it keeps the list of your colony's history and uses the history in the descriptions of the art itself. I'm pretty sure that all of the art is still just the basic sort of abstract geometric art, but they all do have their own individual descriptions. And high quality weapons also have art engraved onto them, so they will, I'm guessing, have descriptions themselves. We also have weapons now of quality levels, including guns and bows. All weapons have them now. So previously it was just the melee weapons. So like, let's check out Eric here, your gear. You have a normal plasteel knife. Before it was just the melee weapons that would have it. You're eating in the water. Okay, but now you can see that this pistol is of normal quality. The survival rifle is of normal quality. The way it affects the ranged weapons is it actually affects their accuracy. So a poor quality weapon will have lower accuracy. And what's next? We have age. So age is now more important. Older characters will appear at a low but regular rate. They tend to have age-related illnesses such as bad backs or cataracts in their eyes. And they also tend to come with higher skills because, you know, they've been around longer and they've seen some stuff and they've honed their skills. They've practiced their crafts. They're much better than some of these newbies like Ayano. So yeah. Dates are also now relative to specific years. So the game starts in 5500. So you can see we are on June 1st, 5500. And the game also has chronological and biological age. So Ayano here, let's check her out. Let's see if we can find it. Character. So she's 18 years old, but she's really 795 years old. That's her chronological age because she's been in crypto for 795 years. So that's, yeah. So characters now come with chronological age and biological age. So the chronological age, I guess, is just more for like flavor. So you can see that they've been in crypto for a long time. Something like that. Let's go ahead and get a steel wall put up. We'll say right here like this. And I'll fill out this room whenever that's done. And we will build a steel door as well. Probably shouldn't be using our steel for this. But I'm going to. Just because it started with a steel wall. And I would like to keep it. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to do it. We're going to do it like that. And then I'm going to build them a campfire in the middle of the room. And I will put down some sleeping spots just for tonight. Tomorrow we will build some beds for them. The reason I'm hesitating is because I don't necessarily want them to go to sleep before they build the campfire. Okay, good. So now they have sleeping spots they can sleep in, and I'm going to move that one because it's just sitting in front of the door. Yes, okay, so what's going on? A new area has been revealed. Okay, it's just that. Alright, that's fine. So this will be our little, I don't know what. It'll probably get taken down and rebuilt. But something will happen here. I might clear out this section and make my little town hall sort of area. and then build some houses up here for them, something like that. Maybe it'll be the kitchen area, I'm not sure. But like I said, it'll probably get rebuilt a little later on. I might extend it out here, and then we'll have a kitchen and like dining hall, and this will be the refrigeration area or something along those lines. Yes, so let's unpause and let them continue doing things slowly, moving things around, stuff like that. Alright, more new stuff. Personal shields added. These one-person shields block a certain amount of damage from ranged attacks and also prevent shooting out, great for melee fighters. So the way this seemed like it worked in the video that Tynan posted was they get a little bubble around them, a protective bubble, and as it absorbs gunfire, once it absorbs a certain amount, it will pop, and then the character will start receiving damage. So this will be a nice way to close the gap, because previously a melee fighter would have to rush down someone with, say, like an M16 or something like that. The chances of them making there, if that person was a decent shot, were pretty slim. They would most of the time get incapacitated, or they would be so injured by the time they got to him and engaged in melee that after 1 or 2 hits they would just go down. So this is supposed to help with that problem. And also I believe he said that there are waves of enemies that will attack you that are nothing but melee weapons and personal shields. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Artillery shells are now needed by artillery cannons. Shells on the ground can explode. Siegers will come with shells to use to bombard you. Shells can be crafted at the machining table. I believe previously there was no need for the shells that were in the game, so this is nice. Now there are needs for them. Because it was a little cheesy, you know, they just build the mortar and, you know, use it. I kind of feel the same way about the turrets. You just kind of build the turret, you don't have to like research it or anything, and it does a pretty good job of keeping your colony safe. So this is a nice little change. Deterioration. Items left outside for a very long time will deteriorate and eventually crumble away. I'm not sure if it has... Okay, so that one has already started losing some HP. Okay, so I guess they have their own sort of HP. Let's check it out. Is this anywhere in here? No, it doesn't say. Oh, deterioration rate. 1 per day. Okay. So, because this wood's outside, it will only last for 150 days before it's completely deteriorated. So we will have to use it up or create an indoor stockpile. I'm not sure how this is going to affect trading, because a lot of the times I will just have sort of a plaza, I guess, not a plaza, but like an open area just on the ground, like a courtyard, covered in concrete with my drop beacon in the middle, and I'll just load anything that I want to trade in that area. I'm not sure if I can put a drop beacon indoors. Actually, let's test. It says I can build it indoors, so maybe it'll let me build it indoors and we can still do trades. Maybe I'll do something like build it indoors, remove the roof, do some trading, have stuff drop inside, and then close the roof again, something like that. I mean, that would be kind of neat, right? Have like a hangar style system where the roof opens up. Not that you'll be able to see it, it'll just be in my head, which I'm totally okay with. Don't judge me. Back to patch notes. Surgery can now fail, sometimes catastrophically. Failure chances related to the surgeon's medical skill and the quality of the medicine. So who was our surgeon? Medicine of 6, medicine of 3. Alright, so Ayano, you will be our surgeon. So let's check this out. Work. We have surgery success chance 80%. The likelihood that a character will succeed when attempting to perform a surgery. Failures can result in a simple wasted item in medicine or catastrophic damage to the patient. So that's something that we have to be aware of. And what else do we got? You can now rescue incapacitated neutral people and heal them. Their faction will be appreciative. I really like that change. Because previously, say you had friendly visitors or at least neutral visitors, they would stop by and say they got in a firefight. They would go down. The only way to save them is to kidnap them, pretty much. And that wasn't nice. Because it would make them hate you. the other faction. It would make them not hate you right away, but it would reduce their goodwill towards you. So this is nice. You now rescue them. You'll put them in a bed or a hospital bed and heal them up, and they'll be on their way. And the faction will appreciate the fact that you saved one of their colonists, so you'll get a bonus to their goodwill towards you. Added the quality level to guns. We've been over that. It affects their accuracy. Added a heavy SMG, a psychic foil helmet. I'm guessing that just makes it so the psychic drone doesn't affect you. Added corn and rice crops. Vomiting. Some diseases, drunkenness, crypto sleep sickness, and hangovers now cause people to vomit. Food poisoning. Bad cooks are more likely to accidentally poison meals. Many new sound effects for the UI, work, and combat. And let's check this out. New area has been revealed. That little area, that doesn't qualify. Alright. Do we have enough for this? We do. I kind of want to save it. We actually don't have that much. So I think what I am going to do after they wake up tomorrow is I'm just going to let them haul stuff right now. I'm going to tear down this room, and I know I wasted a little bit of steel building it up, but I'm going to tear down this room and rebuild all of it out of wood, and probably start mining this out. That way we can build some houses in this area or something. It's going to be dangerous because we're going to have some cave-ins because of the rock roof, but we'll get it done. So let's just mine out some stuff. All of that should be safe to take out. Okay. Back to the patch notes. This is miscellaneous improvements. The AI has been optimized and various systems have been optimized to help make big colonies run more smoothly. Bad thoughts for wearing tattered clothes. Apparel becomes damaged when the owner dies from violence. Apparel takes damage it absorbs as armor, and it wears out over long periods of use. Uranium ore is now a mineable natural rock. Crypto sleep caskets are now sealed and come with warnings and can contain deadly ancient defenders. A few more changes. Eating takes priority over emergency work if they're starving, which is nice. So you won't have someone that, say they're the doctor, and you have people that they have to feed in the hospital beds, and they're like, well, I'm starving, but I have to go feed these people in the hospital beds, and then they starve to death. They'll now go eat for themselves first. Colonists, when hauling to stockpiles, will always carry the max amounts that they can carry and drop extra nearby if where they're trying to drop it to doesn't have enough room. Temperature now equalizes through walls, roof, and floor. Lengthened the day, but shortened the month to 12 days. Some tutor changes. Colonists don't like people walking around in the room they're in while they're sleeping. Wind varies over time, not just with weather changes. So wind turbines, their power output will vary. Speaking of turbines, we need to get power up and a nutrient paste dispenser. Fonts are anti-aliased, and tons of other refinements, rebalancing, and bug fixes. So pretty substantial patch / update. My big things are the beer brewing, because it wouldn't be a Dwarf Fortress style game without liquor. And the personal shields for melee, I think that's going to be pretty cool if it works out well enough. And the tails system on the art is interesting. Hopefully we'll get some cool descriptions, some cool like historical backstories based on our colony, and the weapon quality for the guns, because it was pretty easy to just stock up on guns once the raiders came in. It's like, oh well, here's an LMG, here's some sniper rifles and stuff, but now you actually have to have better quality weapons. I'm hoping at one point maybe they add something to maybe repair or upgrade weapons at a workbench. Maybe that's in, I don't know, it's not in the patch notes. But yeah. And I'm interested to see how the surgery can fail. Hopefully it never fails. Let me just toss my tablet across the room. But yeah, hopefully it never fails. But if it does, I guess we'll see what happens. So we need stuff to happen. Power switch switches power on and off. Okay. Solar. Wind turbine. None of this steel has been hauled up here, which is okay, I guess. But we should have enough. How much do we have? So we have a little over 200, it looks like. So we could get one turbine and a battery, or 2 solar generators and a battery, and I'm leaning towards the 2 solar generators and a battery. I would like to get all of this kind of mined out. New area has been revealed. The rocks, they scare me because of the roof. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Actually, it doesn't look like there is a roof. Is the roof just collapsing? Okay, I'm going to set all this to mine out, and I'm going to save it, and if something bad happens, I'm totally going to save scum it. These are old saves, so let me just... actually, that's new. So let me delete this. That's from the previous version of RimWorld. That was our last save, Crashtown, for Season 1 of Alpha 8, the only season. So yeah, I'm going to save this. We're going to name this... What are we going to name it? We're going to name this... Iron Lung. Don't ask why. It just popped into my head. That will be the name of this colony, Iron Lung. But yeah, like I said, I will totally save scum it if this collapses and they all die from it. But just mousing over these areas, it doesn't say that there's a roof over them. And it looks like the roof is just breaking away as they mine, which is really amazing. So I'm going to get this area cleared out and then probably build our power sources up here in the form of the solar generators, and I'll build a little battery house. And then what I'm thinking is we'll have our refrigeration area down here, and then okay, a roof did collapse, but everyone was okay. What I'm thinking is we'll build the refrigeration area around here, and then have a kitchen along this area, and then this whole section will be sort of like a great hall slash crafting workshop. So we'll have our dining, and all of our crafting tables will be inside here as well. And the beds will be in there for now also. And then I'll probably build them some little cabins, or maybe like an apartment type complex, but they really need to get stuff moving. Yes, so we need the meal source. We still have a few days worth of survival meals, and I'm seeing all of these animals around here, and you guys are so lucky that we don't have a freezer set up yet. So yeah, and we do need a dumping stockpile. I'm not quite sure where I want to put it. As environmentally unfriendly as it sounds, I might make our dump along the lake over here. It's mostly going to hold rocks and stuff, because we will have our grave and stuff set up. So let's set up a dumping stockpile. I guess for now I'll just put it in this area, and yeah, you have all of that. So now we can haul these things away and start building. Alright. No, we've been over this. Middleton, I'm sorry. It's Iron Lung, you're being overridden in this discussion. Their fire went out, but it seems like it's okay. It's still keeping some of the heat from the fire that was inside, so that's nice. Alright, and we will get our power built, so in the morning we can have power. So let's go ahead and get some solar panels up here. We will put them, I guess we'll put one here and one here, and then they'll connect to the wall. And then this little corner of our great hall will have some batteries. That speaking thing, I tell you what. And we're gonna build out of wood because it looks nice. So we'll leave a space so we can get through to repair. And I do want to build all along this stone floor because I feel like it's a good place to build. Nice solid ground. Alright, so we're going to do that, and we will run our power conduits along here. I know I don't need this many, but I like doing it. And then we will also connect these two up as well, and get the rest of this building set up. I'm just going to connect it all the way down to here. Alright, sorry about that. Had to pause the video. Don't know if it was even noticeable. Yeah, so we're going to get this stuff set up. And we will build, for now, just one battery over here in the corner. Actually, I'm going to cancel that. We'll leave a space. Well, no, I guess they could get out there to repair the wall. So we'll put our battery here. And it will be nice and connected. And we'll probably put a turret somewhere out front once we get enough steel. I believe that was all of the steel in this area. There's actually some over here. So I will set up a turret. It's 160. For right now, I'm going to put it in this area, because this is kind of just the front of our base. We'll put it there. A group from the Tranca Kamboa are visiting. Okay, they look like tribals. Alright, they're neutral. I guess they're halfway up to neutral. Okay, that's fine. You guys can come hang out, see what we got going on. We have a wall and a room. That's all we got going on. We will have to move our stockpile outside, so let's do that super quick. Zone, we're going to delete this section of the zone and then move it up here for the moment. Now we'll get that sorted out as well. I'm trying to decide if I want to have a lumber yard or not. I'm not sure yet. I may have like some sort of indoor lumber stockpile, and everything else will go in our trade zone. That way I always have wood on me. Hops are growing. The rice is growing. We need to get our everything built. For right now, we'll get a nutrient paste dispenser up here. We don't have enough steel, which is unfortunate. Yeah, so nutrient paste dispenser and a hopper near it. Hopefully there was enough in this area up here. If not, well, we have some down here that we can mine out. So we should be okay in regards to that. And we do need to get our walls built. Our door will be, I guess, in this area. And I'll go ahead and just continue this down. Mine out this section over here. And then we'll have this all closed off, and it will pretty much be one giant room for the time being. This will also all need to get deconstructed as well. And we will move these beds also. Can we deconstruct floors? No, we cannot. What's going on? Iono's what? Okay. English. We must speak it. Try harder. It's Iono's chronological birthday today. Biologically, she is 18 years old. Chronologically, she just turned 796. Okay. Well, thank you. You're super old. Let's mine that out as well. And continue on with our wooden walls. Our roof has collapsed. That is okay with me. Let's get this down here. Do I want it that long? Perhaps. Do I want that section? How long would that be? 19? So there to there would be 17. So let's... Yeah. So we'll do it like this. Yeah, we'll do that. And we should have enough wood for all of this. And we will build a wooden door up here-ish. That looks like the middle. Perhaps. I think I done goofed. How long is that? That's 19. Okay, so the middle's right there on that tile. Alright, so we'll get that door built. And then I'm not sure, I don't think all of this will be able to get roofed in. The visitors are leaving. Okay. I like how we have the hopper built, but we don't have the paste dispenser because we need that mined over there. That did not roof itself in. So let's go ahead and build our pillars in this area. So, well, we are going to have a room down here. We'll do something like this for right now. And you guys need beds. So we'll put the beds up here. It's not very chilly outside, which is super nice. And pretty soon we'll get some cloth growing, and that needs power. And we'll start working on building up some clothing that we'll use for trading. I'm curious if that can reach. We don't have steel at the moment, but we are getting steel from mining. So we'll get our kitchen set up, maybe some cloth going, and that can connect, which is great. And work on building up our basic structures, our kitchen, our refrigeration, and some houses set up for our heroes, Ayano, Erky, and Mr. Middleton hanging out in the lake. So that's going to be the end of this episode. It's been a really long episode because of the patch notes and all sorts of stuff. So I hope that's okay with you guys. I'm sure it is. Yeah, so that's going to be it. Just going to keep working on building some stuff up. And in the same fashion as the last season, I will probably do stuff off camera and bring you guys back whenever interesting stuff happens. Yeah, or whenever I have anything to show. So, like I said, that's going to be the end of this one. We have visitors. Hello, guys. We're leaving. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.